What's up, super folks? I'm here with the Wayne V3 here. It's a bit old school. This is also not bought from the website. This is bought off somebody on the Facebook group. So, forgive any imperfections. Try not to fault the company. Pre-opened it for you just so I can get right into it. A little unboxing, a little review. I just like the design of the V3. I know it's old, but yeah. So I wanted it, and here we are. So, without further ado, we'll go ahead and grab it out of here. Nice and easy pull. And here we go. We got a black and very dark gray. It looks weirdly red in the image here and in the screen. It doesn't look at all. That's weird. So this is actually a very dark gray, and this is a black. That looks roughly the same. Maybe the lighting in here is a little bit red. I don't know. But anyway, so standard. You get what you want from SuperX. This is actually, I actually dig the stitching here. Seems a lot tighter. This is a much older hoodie, and I'm actually very surprised already. Like, this seems to have handled wear very well. Maybe he just didn't wear it much. I'll have to ask him. But very impressed. I mean, even washing it a couple times, there's usually something, but this is in great shape. This suit's in awesome shape. Got your zipper here. Nice. Little SuperX branded zipper there. Yeah. This is so weird. It looks very red on this camera, but it's not. Yeah, one of the reasons I wanted this one in particular is because it's very muted in terms of its coloring, and the paneling on the front, it offers this sort of wider chest, and then it comes down to the abs. I actually would have liked it to be here again, but I think they're trying to make sure that this pocket here, this place where the pockets is, are unobstructed. So it's kind of what they did. They ended the seam there, and then they went here with the zipper. So I imagine that might have something to do with it, because they did something similar on the new Wayne, which it's actually got a really cool kind of ab pattern. My biggest gripe with that one was that the chest, it's too small. It's here, and then it gets bigger as you get down to the bottom. When you get to the bottom, it's like this wide. And then, I mean, I don't have a huge dad bod or anything, but even like, I got a little pooch on my stomach, and to me, like, having that just visually emphasized, I'm like, even if I was shredded like that, I just don't need that emphasis on my lower belly area. But I always love, this is the same thing I love about the Todd, this kind of super smart. It's like such a simple thing. It's just like, oh, well, we'll just do the shoulders in one, like highlight the deltoid with, like, in this case it's black, highlight the deltoid, and then this little V black thing here. That way you create this panel and you got a little chest here, and this cut is money. I don't know if it's easier to make or whatever, but like shirts with this cut, I don't even know what to call it, the shoulder cut, I guess. Maybe you can see it a little better on the back. There you go, you got your little symbol there. I love it because it's subtle. I love all of this because it's subtle. This is one that, like, if you were not into comic books or any, like, this is one you could absolutely wear. This is on par. I'd definitely say on par with, like, your Lululemon stuff, and definitely, like, Nike, Under Armour, things like that, if not better, in my opinion. Yeah, because also the designs, even though they are inspired by superheroes, they're more, what's the word? It's thematic. They're thematic designs. But here you can see, whoops, can we pull this guy down a little bit? See on the back here, you see this cut here with the shoulder? That's your rear delt, and it comes up here and around, and I love that. So actually the cut that here it is. Here's the cut. Boom, right here. That coming around on your shoulders, as it falls on your shoulders, in my opinion, looks really, really good. And also, I always love these. I love these like sharp angles, I guess, here. That's kind of fun. It's kind of like a diamond here on the back. I don't think I've seen this yet, but it's just like a nice diamond little open thing for your back to flex. It's also very stretchy. I'm very impressed with the stretchiness of this. Wow, and it's used, so I can't complain. They didn't do as much gauntlet-y things like they do with the new ones, but again, if you want this to be subtle, it's perfect because you don't really notice this stuff at all. There's no thumb holes. If you wanted the thumb holes, the V3 doesn't have it, and that's fine because I've got plenty with thumb holes. I can survive that one. Let's go ahead and look at the hood real quick, and we'll open it up. I do love that that the gray runs all the way from the peak of the hood all the way down the back. Most of the time, again, you're probably not going to wear this with the hood up most of the time, but it's cool that you can. Hope the zipper works. I'm not going to fault the company if it doesn't. But, okay, the zipper still works too. You gotta love this because you get to see a little bit of the stitching here. I got a small because it was the only one he had, so go with it. But I love this inner paneling. It's just like it's like its own art piece. Here you go. There's your little tag in there. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and pop this guy on. Oh, one more thing I wanted to mention about the design here. It's very simple. It makes a lot of sense. You get your highlighted color and you put it on the shoulders, and that's what they do most of the time, or for a lot of their stuff. The Todd in particular, and this one. Shoulder, got this little dip here for the chest, emphasizing the chest panel here. And then also, one of the things that makes so much sense is this little black. I think they do this on the Murdoch as well. Again, I'll call it the Murdoch again. Love the Murdoch because of the coloring. It's subtle. I'd wear it anyway, you know. No problem with a maroon hoodie. Definitely not a problem with one that's designed well. But this little V-cut here makes for cool paneling on the inside, as we saw. And this, like, they're big on the 3D stitching, which I guess they've been doing it for a while. It looks great, feels great, looks very solid. I don't see anything fraying, which I'm very impressed by. I don't know how. Maybe the guy who sold it to me did work and actually cut it. I'm more likely to believe that this is just manufacturer quality. But yeah, goes all the way down. Anyway, so this cut here, boom, this comes in. And then it actually goes in towards the center. Like, this is truly what I would consider like a muscle. What's it? You say it on the website. It's like a muscle defining, refining look. I don't know. It looks good. Helps with the athletic build and aesthetic. Even if you're not athletic, gives you something to work towards. And yeah, it looks good in the mirror. Even if you're not super built or super buff or anything like that. But if you are, it helps, and I think it looks good. And oh, I love this too. This is my hack. This is like my secret inner pocket, and this is just because they make the pocket on this end, and it goes in and then here, and then as a result, you get this extra pocket, and they sewed the bottom. That's awesome. That feels like an increase in quality to me, which I'm surprised because I would have thought it would be not worse, but just less. Anyway, I'll go ahead and pop this on, and you guys can have a look at the Wayne V3. This is the Wayne V3 in small on me. Overall, very good. I mean, I like the design. I think sizing for me is medium. I feel like this is a little snug. This is small, but for a snug, small fit, it does feel pretty good, actually. Like, it definitely does the job. Yeah. Shoulders look good. Deltoid. It runs a little lower than where your shoulder really ends, but that's fine. Design things. I do like, even though this isn't like, it isn't as gauntlet-y as, say, the new Wayne, but it's gauntlet-y enough that you still feel cool. Don't mind that there's no hand hole or thumb holes. Some people really like it, some people don't. Very, very comfortable with the pockets. Pockets, I'm surprised. There's one I want to put my hands in here just because it's comfy and smooth and soft. I love these L cuts, I'll call them. These L cuts here. That's for a very modern look. Again, love the muted colors. Feel like I could wear this forever. Again, a little snug though. That's the one thing I would have thought that this would have emphasized sort of me a little bit. And actually, I feel like it makes me a little smaller, and part of that could also just be darker colors. One thing you could do in future, I understand this is no longer this is not a current model or anything, but one thing you could do in future maybe is offer a little bit more, space in the lats, just for even the people that don't necessarily have lats, just let them fall out a little bit there. So, I mean, I do have some lats, so I hope that's coming out a little bit, but I can't quite see because over my chest on this side. But anyway, I like that the pockets are out on the sides. If they wanted to, they could have hit them in here, and I'm okay with that being on the outside. also hide them on the side, hide them in line like here, which is kind of what they did with the new Wayne. But yeah, again, this is a small, so you know, my size I'm realizing is now kind of a medium, which is tough because when you see a design you like, you want to get it, and they don't really make this anymore, so sizing's not really a thing. Again, a small, so the hood is shallow. I guess I could try to stretch it. I just like deeper hoods. That's just my general deal with hoods. More brooding. You're out here trying to brood, save everything. Again, love this cut. So one of the huge things about this one, yeah, I would have liked another thing here to make it. I mean, it's not abs, but it's armor paneling, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it would look more abby, and it might help with the ruffling here. This was before they started doing the little V-cut here on the side to try to minimize the bunching. I don't see it as too big of a problem. Some people really hate it. But anyway, so the really positive thing I was going to say is the chest piece here. It's big, it's emphasized. You know, if I didn't have a chest, it would kind of give the impression. And then also this little cut here, it's perfectly placed, which I personally believe they failed to do on like the Murdoch. And the Slade's okay. Slade's probably got a similar cut to this. Might have been where they got some of the ideas. But this is perfect because that's right where my chest sits. So even if I didn't have a chest, it makes sense. And it goes nicely into this little L cut, we're calling it. And it goes, wish this went all the way around, but it doesn't, and that's fine. Can't you have everything. But this little L cut here, because you can see it goes right along with that seam, it goes up into the corner, even if it just like kind of went smaller, or even if they did black stitching in some way. To continue, it would be cool. Again, I know I'm being nitpicky, but this is cool. Like, I'm still really loving this. Like this one, the Murdoch, like these are ones that I just wear even if I wasn't into the brand and sort of the thematic design of all this. But apart from that, it's pretty solid, you know. Not too much else to say about it. Good colors, very subtle. I mean, this you could literally market to Under Armour or Nike or whatever you wanted. I feel like I don't know what their engine is, but yeah, you know, this is your, again, love that. This is your Wayne V3, I believe. Cool. Do a couple more poses. And call it a review. These ones pretty good like this. One of these ones pretty good like this. Kind of see how it fits. You know, back here, back here. I need to stand maybe in the same position a little longer to grab the thumbnails, but hopefully I'm centered in some fashion. Yeah, I'm generally pretty happy with this. I definitely like looking at it going down. Like just looking at it down is nice. We'll see what I look like on camera with it. It might look red, which I'm kind of weirded out about, but this is like a dark gray, which is a perfect dark gray. It's not cartoony. It's not out of the ordinary. Anybody could wear this. It could be any brand, Puma, whatever, Nike, whatever. Yeah, great paneling, great design ideas, great feel. Feels great. Highly recommend. Obviously, they don't make this anymore, but get on the Facebook group or just keep an eye out. Maybe you'll see it one day in a thrift store. I doubt it, but maybe you will. In which case, you should grab it. All right. With that said, folks, thanks so much for watching this unboxing review, and see you next time.